What is going on, guys? Welcome back to All Hands Galley. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button to get notified when all new content comes out. Today we're going to do a defensive side of the ball video about going over all the defense, all the schemes that we're going to run. Going to go over all the players that we got. We're going to use roster resource again as the past videos I've used. But today we're going to go over strictly just the defense. I'm going to go over the positions, go over starting over the defensive line, then the linebackers, and the DBs, and we're gonna go over everything. So it's gonna be probably about 20 to 30 minute video, maybe less than that. So we'll try to get you guys in and out of here. I won't make it too long. 30 minutes at max. So let's dive right in here with the defensive line. We got Jason Pierre-Paul, Vita Vea, Gerald McCoy, Carl Nassib, William Golston, Noah Spence, Jeremiah Ledbetter, Bo Allen, Raheem Nunez Roches, Stevie T. That's all I'm gonna say about Stevie T. I'm not gonna pronounce the last name. Just like Vita Vea, that's all they pronounce. That's all they put for Vita Vea. They ain't gonna put the whole thing. And so what we're gonna do? JPP is gonna be when we are not in the down front. Most of the lines that we're gonna have is depending on who we draft. Vita Vea we may only have 2 down linemen. If we get Dexter Lawrence, say in the late first round, if we jump back in the late first round of the draft, or we pick him up and he drops to the second round, and we maybe jump up in the earlier part of the second round because we got the 7th pick of the second round. If we jump up and pick, say, Dexter Lawrence, that's a crucial combo right there. You only need two. You just need Vita Vea and Dexter Lawrence right there. Those are two huge guys right there on your line. Gerald McCoy, I've said it before. He's probably mostly gone, but I'm not even going to get really into that. Carl Nassib is going to be a stand-up outside linebacker. He's going to drop down when we go to a 4-man front when we're in nickel and dime packages when the DBs are on the field, when we need 4 down linemen. But most of I would even say that when we're in dime packages, that we may still have we may still have 3 or 4 linebackers on the field and only have 2 linemen down. They just want to bring, because the strength of this defense is going to be with the linebackers bringing pressure, not with our line, because this new hybrid defense is going to be something crazy. It's going to be something different. Bo Allen, he was a little sleeper that he stayed on the team. I was expecting him to get booted, to get released, but he stayed on the team, and they cut him a little. They did that little restructure of his contract, and they gave him a guaranteed money for this year, $4 million guaranteed for this year. I believe it was $4 million guaranteed for this year. So he'll hit the open market after this season, and if he does good, then hey, he can maybe stay on the team. So we'll see. He's going to be a rush end, and he's going to be an end in the 3-4 scheme. Raheem Nunez Roches is going to be another defensive tackle end on the scheme. That's where Joe McCoy would play if he's still going to be on the team. Same with William Golston. William Golston's going to put on a little bit of weight. That's what Bruce Arians says. He's going to put on a little bit of weight. He's going to play an end scheme, or not scheme, but he's going to be playing in the end 5 technique in that 3-4 scheme. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I think that's going to work out really good because William Golston, he's not a 4-3 end. He's a 3-4 end. That's the type of player he is. That's the type of build he is. That's the type of player he is. So it is what it is. There's going to be a lot, like I said earlier, with this hybrid defense where I see a lot of 2 down line. Even though and then with how even though we're going to be mostly a 3-4 base scheme, we're going to have a lot of 4-3 looks, and then they're going to switch to a 3-4. It's going to be such a hybrid defense that it's going to look like a 4-3, but it's really going to be a 3-4 look, or it's going to really be a 3-4 defense because they're not going to know, the quarterback's not going to know where the pressure's coming from. I'm really excited about how this defense is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the linebackers because I'm really excited about that because that's where the pressure is going to be coming from, and especially because I really hope that we get Quinnen Williams in the draft. I'm not jumping on this Devin White train, so don't even get it twisted right now. But with the pressure, I was listening to Real Bucs Talk, and I'm kind of getting on with Mark Ramirez, not the train about Devin White, but with how this defense wants to bring pressure. They need a downfield linebacker. Now Levante is a good downfield linebacker, but he's not that big. Devin White is, but he needs to work on his mechanics. Now I'm hoping if we do happen to get him, I just don't want to get him at 5. That's all it is. I don't want to get him at 5. I don't want to get Devin White at 5. But this is that's a story for another. That's a mock draft story. Anyways, let's get back to this. I'm way off subject. I apologize. Anyways, let's get back on subject. For linebackers, we got Shaquille Barrett, Kendall Beckwith, Deion Buchanan, Levante David, Levante the Flash David, Devontae Bond, Corey Nelson, Hunter Dimick, Kevin Minter, Riley Bulla, a.k.a. Joe Dirt, and Jack Sitchie. Now, Jack Sitchie and Riley Bulla, those are backup guys. Jack Sitchie actually played really good before he did tear his ACL, I believe for the 3rd time, because I believe he tore it twice in college. So, I mean, when they drafted him, I was iffy when they drafted him because I had read that he had tore his ACL twice already in college. And then, geez, that's risky already because he had missed his whole senior year because of a torn ACL, and they still drafted him. That's meaning he's a hell of a good linebacker, I'm sure, but God, that's a lot of hope on a player. Kevin Minter, he's a good veteran piece to help out with these younger linebackers, especially if we draft Devin White, like I said, with Levante David too. Levante, he's going to be coming on those blitzes like crazy this year. That's what he is for. He is so quick, and the way that this defense is set up for the defensive tackles and the defensive line is supposed to plug up the holes or plug up the line, and for the linebackers to hit the gaps and to hit the holes, hit those gaps, and then bam, hit the backers, hit those running backs, hit those quarterbacks. So we'll see. And it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see these linebackers flash the ball. I'm excited to see Shaquille Barrett 50 cal, because that's his new nickname. Shaquille Barrett 50 cal, the gun, the weapon system, the sniper rifle. Yes. That's his new nickname because that dude is a monster. He learned so much behind Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware and behind the talent of Bradley Chubb last year. He's just got so many years of experience. He's just ready to explode. And with what Todd Bowles is just writing up, he's just drawing up. It's going to be ridiculous. And now Noah Spence is going to become an outside linebacker. Same with Carl Nassib. They're going to become outside linebackers. So it's going to be big on them to develop those skills. So it's going to be exciting to see what they can do because they're going to become pretty much linebackers, stand up 3-4 outside linebackers. So I'm excited to see what they can do, especially Noah Smith. I believe Carl Nassib's going to do all right because he did a lot of that. He showed he could do that this past season already, especially when he rushed up the middle with him, and there was a lot of third down blitzes where they rushed him, where they rushed Carl Nassib and JPP up the middle on stunts up the middle, and it worked perfect. I remember those plays so many times on third down, and it worked perfectly. So I could see a lot of that coming again. And it was like with two down linemen opposite side on the guards, and JPP and Carl Nassib standing over the center on the inside of the guards. And it was just a wreak havoc of a play. And it worked. And damn, I forgot where I was going, so I'm sorry about that. But I know Carl Nassib can do his thing, but I'm excited to see if Noah Spence can finally work something out because this is his year. This is really his final year to prove what he can do. Otherwise, I don't know if the Bucs are going to keep him, and I'm sure he'll probably catch on with somebody in the league, but he ain't got much longer in the league after this. Unless it was just us, and then he sparks somebody else. But we'll see. Let's get on to the DBs. We got Carlton Davis, Jordan Whitehead, Justin Evans, Vernon Hargreaves, Ryan Smith, Devontae Harris, David Rivers, MJ Stewart, Kentrell Bryce, Isaiah Johnson. Now, I have a feeling Carlton Davis and Vernon Hargreaves are going to have a pretty good year this year. I'm expecting Carlton Davis to have a breakout year. I think Vernon Hargreaves is getting built up. Yes, he's getting his confidence built up, but I think it's getting built up a little too much, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that just because I'm not a Florida fan or whatnot, and I'm not saying he's a bust, but I just want to see what he can do first. I know that Bruce Arians is building up his players' confidence, and that's all. That's all I'm saying first. Because he hasn't been on the field enough to prove it consistently. That's all I'm saying. He is a very good corner when he has been on the field, and he's caused turnovers. So let's just see if he can do it consistently. That's all I'm saying. Let's just see if he can do it consistently. If he can do it consistently, then hell yeah, let's go. Let's go, because he can lock it down. Because when he was in college, he locked it down. They didn't even want to throw to his side of the ball. So let's go. Let's see what he can do consistently on the field. Especially when he's playing press man and he's got help, like he knows he does. Like he knows he's going to have help from the safeties. And Justin Evans, I did a video prior where I said Justin Evans is going to be the next Earl Thomas, next center fielder. I was completely wrong on that. I don't know what I was thinking. He's the next I'm not going to say the next Cam Chancellor because he's not big enough. But he can lay the wood. There was a game against Alabama, and he destroyed Bo Scarborough. He blew up Bo Scarborough. And he's a box safety. But Jordan Whitehead could be a box safety too. You could put both of them you could flip-flop either one. But Justin Evans could be a center field safety too. But he is a hard-hitting safety, so put him in the box. Put him as a box safety. Let him do what he knows how to do. and let him lay that work. So there's that people that don't want to come over the middle, and he knows how to do it legally. He knows how to do it legally. So, but Ryan Smith, he came out of nowhere last year and actually played productively well, but they just didn't put him on the field. They just didn't put him on the field. I don't know why they didn't put him on the field. Oh, I know why. Because Brent Grimes, they wanted to keep putting him on the field for garbage time. Or not for garbage time, because he was garbage. And they just expected, I don't know what they expected. And yes, this is like a Princess Cup, but all of my, we just moved and all my cups are dirty, so I'm having to drink out of one of my daughter's cups. So, yeah, F what you heard. Anyways, um, Devontae Harris, he played on pretty strong. David Rivers, I'm not too sure. I know he got that contract on. MJ Stewart got moved to safety. I think it was a good move. He didn't really have the speed to keep up. Even though he was brought in as a press man corner, but they were playing him off like crazy, and they brought him in to keep up with people. That's what Dirk Cutter said, but Dirk Cutter, man, all these previous coaches just talked out of their butts to save their jobs, it seemed like. Finally, we got some coaches in that know how to talk and aren't just going to give you stuff to save their butts. They're going to tell you the truth. Even if it hurts their job, they're going to tell you the truth. That's the key thing. It's like they're going to, we got coaches that are telling you the truth. That's my biggest thing about it. But anyways, I'm not going to go too much longer on this, guys. So we'll go ahead and end it there, guys. I hope you liked the video. Feel free to comment anything you want. If you know I'm doing bad or good, if you like the video or not. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Get notified for when any new content comes out. And go Bucs.